to the coffee shop once again. Go ahead and turn down the game audio a little bit. Hibiscus and butterfly. What day is it? Options. – 25th. It is the 25th. 24th. 25th. Alright. See today's daily story. Happiness like a cup of coffee. The last one? I did strawberry hair. Hey, this might not help, but do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like to me. To me, and maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world. But that's not the point I want to make. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. You still with me? Okay, so there are so many kinds of coffee, and I'm not even talking about the type of beans and whatnot. There are coffees you can get in a convenience store in convenient cans. Pop it and you're good to go. There are also coffees that are more special, made with more care. The one made in cafes by cute baristas with their pretty smiles. There are even more special coffees. The ones you find in certain places in certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, yet you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There it is. Happiness. You know you'll part with it. Happiness. You'll never get to taste it again. But that's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember to taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like that, something better even. You'll live your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you realize that there are thousands of coffees in the world, with 1,000 ways of brewing them, see? That is how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, want in on a little secret? It may take many tries before you get it right, and you might lose many things to achieve it. But in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the best happiness you can have, is the one we make ourselves. No, the fuck it ain't. Because I can't make shit myself. Broke a section on Lenore Avenue. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the Ave. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I reckon you want to avoid the road for a moment. Now go shower. No. I wonder how everyone's doing. Does anyone have does everything happen for a reason or nah? Alright. Monday, September 25th, 2023. This is a very slow start. Indeed it is. Oh, the machines are ready. Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Cynical. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755 distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafe, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Good evening, even if in reality it should be good night. Grammar Police, we find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Don't forget to make sure to follow everyone who's watching this VOD on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you want to watch next. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because this theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet Earthchild. If both times have been at night, our 100% sample does not bear out of aforementioned premise, but addition to the very concept of the evening and morning seem only marginally. Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Snuckle tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Cynical. No, it's alright. I don't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings have or creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes. Glug glug my bottle of water. Bottle of water. At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that thoughtless uses of language can have much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Cynical. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in somewhat heightened mental state lately. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. Extraordinary! 'Cause we are the Finkles. No one knows what that's from, I'm old. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit. It seems to us your siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Yes, it will. Of course we do not do such things for glory. But still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalent of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, Duke is much impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still perspective, huh? No progress of that front, I take it. Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Cynical. You rarely ask direct questions. I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is, hey girl. That's what gossip is. Information about what goes on in each other's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then. Yes, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with that, girlfriend? I wanna die. Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider the choice drink carefully. I suggest our sibling goes first. I read the order, Silver. I have an idea, yes. Can we expect this new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe. Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am after a fashion. I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Cynical. But things are a little complicated. Is that right if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Yeah, sounds good to me. Then I think I'd like something sample tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Black lemon tea. Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? Yes, it was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think it. That's right, a bitter and tart coffee drink. Coffee, lemon. Coffee, lemon. Lemon coffee. Makes black lemon tea coffee. Gonna give you a key card. Here you go. What is... I got it off the agent the last time he was here. This is quite something. Thank you, Cynical. Truly. can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, maybe you'd find a way to put to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have gone quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. That definitely looks like what I had in mind. And drink my tea. Good tea. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like their personalities maybe make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. As well as I have had to learn and adapt. It's been a couple of years after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I changed all that much. In fact, it's if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask. How did you choose the specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in great many varieties, with a near infinite combinations. Did you run into a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process, I chose the way I looked because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this role and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes that I always see beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them? Yes, our species seemed to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People would stop the other time to ask me for medical advice. I could see how that would be problematic. But then I found this fictional universe, where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. Our morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different from now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same. Different, but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Phone call. Nice background, by the way. Oh, is this Laurel? My man getting a date? No, this is from Pearl. So no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.38 that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming as in we think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That I calendar might clear soon if I want to meet up. Oh, Silver, you sly devil, you. My man's gonna get some up top. No? He's gonna leave me hanging? You know what? So 5. Oh yeah. It sounds like things are going very well indeed. Like, time I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. I'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious, that earth drink making skills are so refined. It's so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. Welcome to humanity. We have no idea what the hell they're doing. Sorry, Amanda. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I'm relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. It's been working really well, on average. There have also been some small issues, where things are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some other things express their interest. But when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online more humorous or breeding-oriented opinions are favored. However, opener is entirely honored. It's considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned. It's when the prospective park. That is when prospective partners send you up close pictures of their horns. Your dick. People do that? Oh yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know. But it feels strange when it's the first thing they do. Or they even write a single word. I can imagine. Sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that was statistically funny 99.98% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you 99.98% of the time. Yes. Hmm. Fortunately, online dating is governed by law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical. Are you calling her an ugly bitch? What the hell did Pearl do? But Silver seems to favor asymmetrical Earthlings. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for charity that fights homelessness. She cares about a lot of people. I don't think she's been very lucky in her turn. But she's very funny, curious, and everything in her smile. Please desist, we can sense your hormones boiling. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Do you have a day and a time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Awkward silence. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda. Or not. No, we have been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone feels. That makes them afraid of judgment or being hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. I'm Amanda, my voice always changes because I suck at doing voices. Beep boop. You said that online networks were likely hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That's why he's become such an amazing explorer. And that's why he's made the effort to learn the Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have the knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy? Happy. This is curious. It seems you're picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings should be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What again? The call was bad news. The agent. Too late. Just had behind the counter. Quick. Mr. Agent. He has a deneuralizer! It's Saitama! We apologize, but the machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. Our dealer not involve any more civilians in this now. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet. It looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card. Not that I can recall now. I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me, but you've been here several times already. Surely you should know by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh, that's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here to this place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it always seems very above to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That's maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big of an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know. It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least I can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things no matter how much they try to look like Earthlings. They were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they want to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Just texting me, lady. Anyways, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a little thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. Fire. Forensics in space. Eat ass. I see, so how exactly do you detect them? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, I see that two people are alike. No two people are alike. I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an earthling at heart, would they really be more different from people who live in the city than the people in the city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful. At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right, but despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me about so stringent against aliens. Ah, well, it's not so much that the law is stringent against them. It's more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens or anything resembling it. There's no law even acknowledging their existence. Oh, I didn't know that. But why is that a problem? That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There has been no thorough analysis of how they can cohabitate with Earth things. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now. Safer for whom? It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself. Going after them is not my biggest passion, but since I'm doing this job, might as well aim for a promotion. Anyhow, just call us a fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be much straightforward if they want their business to stay in business. Ugh, what was that? Just a coffee machine. Seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises, just to be on the safe. Meow. Hello, Enibisu. How are you today? What the heck is that? That, my friend, is a very pissed off cat. I think I butchered your name saying it, but Ani Bisu, Any Bisu? I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. I'm sorry. If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. How's your day been today, Enibisu? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call you Any because I really don't know how to pronounce it. If that's alright. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. Good kitty. Meow. I think it likes you. What sort of a place is this? It's a coffee shop. Now get the fuck out of my establishment, sir. You're disturbing the alien behind my counter. With your fiddly machine and your weird pets. Now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Alright, I guess you're off the hook for now, you and your cafe. But make sure I don't get reports. Yeah, just call me Annie. It's alright, my day was fine. My day's been pretty good. Had to take care of some roundabout shit in the morning, but I'm here to stream now. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna be streaming all day. I'll probably do a few episodes of Coffee Talk. Love this game. Second episode. Great to be able to play it. And then I was thinking about maybe doing a roguelike called Celeste or something later on. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. Or maybe Isaac or something. I do like my roguelikes. They're fun to stream. We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Hi, Rachel. You still in the back? Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. He's just out the window like, I fucking know it! You have aliens! And not at all fairy godparents! Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. We need to get more people in these streams, man. We gotta we gotta get to affiliate status. We just need to have an average of 5 viewers, or I think 3, but 5 would like reconcile the difference of how many hours I'm streaming. We get that for about an hour. We'll become affiliated, and I finally start to be able to make money off this. I'm so excited to be able to do this as a career someday. I want to make everyone happy off this channel. Oh, Silver's lost his nut. I apologize. This is just nerves. We're truly sorry for the disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here, the agent might come back. He does got a point. Also, if you guys can change your form, how about stop looking like that and look more like him? So that way when the agent comes in, You look more human. I hope so. I want to make people happy and make a channel where anyone can come in and just have fun. I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious moments. What sort of earthling are you? Meow. We see. It's a cat. Do you speak cat? We can feel the earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. Fucking cats, man. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep, you bastard humans. Cats are dicks. Oof, I feel all out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink and one for silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot, comforting, and would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. A hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. I know just what you want. I'm gonna get you some chocolate and some honey. I'm gonna make you some hot chocolate with honey in it. Mwah. I will open a coffee stand one day. That's Georgie's later. Honey chocolate. Here you go, plenty of sweetness in this. I put 2 things of honey in it, so it's probably very sticky and a little more gelatinous. The taste amazing. Thank you, Cynical. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? That's the word I was looking for. The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 100 CP, 10,000 CPS. What is that, clicks per second? We like how different the experience is from the drink you served the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Maybe Stardew. I haven't wanted to stream Stardew. I really don't know. I'll have to put like a poll or something. Or like people want to watch. I'd prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyways. Why? The agent doesn't know you come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now. Oh, actually I know what I should do. Hang on. I have a Discord channel that I can link in chat here for a second. For anyone who follows me can go in there and they can whenever I'm live I send a post in there because Twitch is dumb and will never ever send out notifications when you're supposed to, when it's supposed to for my videos. So let me go ahead and post that there. And let me try to is the game volume too loud or is it just like just the right balance? Alright. There we go. Live. First time. There we go. The game is fine. Alright. Now everyone knows. It's more complicated than that. Cynical, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's actually a strip club. Would you like to blurk for me? It's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past months, it's been the basis of operations. For Save. Save? Excuse me? Are you running some alien scheme here? Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Okay, no, I'm full supporter. I see why you don't like the agent now. I know it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy. As you said, I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who just arrive on Earth are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everything or everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known that you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as a hive or as an earthling. Amanda, I really do love you. What is love? Okay, that is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a long night's rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver. Is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well. I know, fucking the first game, your whole goal was to breed with a human to make a being that would save people. I guess it's his organization now, and I'm some time traveling barista human of dimensional power or something. And I'm just doing something. I don't. It's weird. Have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know we're grateful. Good night, Cynical. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Zzz. Good night, Cynical. See? Now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. Anything for the cat? Does the cat not get coffee? I mean, I give him milk. What a night. There has to be a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we now have a new four-legged friend. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. Mew. Ah, well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. I'm his son, right? Or am I Silver? I doesn't make sense. That was so fucking weird. Tuesday, September 26, 2023. That's right around the corner from now. First workaholic treatment center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just last. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming in Aki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers website. Lol. Easy. Stop. Tuesday on the Tomoda chill. We're on a 2 days delivery time, cutoff time 1500 hours, no night shift. It's coming together. I can't believe it's gonna be so good. Busy all day. Don't forget to drink water. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice having everyone having. I can't speak English in my life, but it feels nice to have someone depend on you. You know. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. VR is a gimmick to me. I don't hate VR. I'm not ecstatic with it. It's fun at times in certain games, but it is draining. Says Dula. Ice Bailey, she saw it's 100%. She's a 10 about to marry a freelancing elf. You did get him kicked out from being immortal from his family. I like Beat Saber, and there was a it's a dead game. and the only time you can play a match is on Friday afternoons towards the nights. It's called Werewolves Within. It's a game that's kind of like, Town of Salem Among Us. Two people are the werewolf. You gotta figure out who they are and eliminate them, the werewolves, kill the villagers, and so forth and so forth. It's real fun because the group of people that always play it are like some like-minded gentlemen. They are always getting high and drinking and just having great conversations and telling stories. I'd love to be able to stream it sometime, but I can only play the PlayStation version of it. PlayStation's annoying to stream with. I don't know how it would work in VR because the PC version of it actually has a bug to where you need an Xbox controller if you're using the Oculus to be able to actually log into the game. And I only have PlayStation controllers. Alright, that's enough ranting. Let's read the daily story. 7th of July by the Magpie Bridge by Rulia Amut. I, ho- I hope if they do the third one, because I do write some short stories and publish it every once in a while. I don't think they're that good, but I have some cool ones. It'd be cool if they featured one of them. To play that game, do you have to have... No, it's with a bunch of randoms. It would be nice if you had friends to bring into it, because it's like, as I said, the only time you'll be able to play a game of it is on Friday to the weekends because no one plays on the weekdays because as I said it's a dead game. Only like 10, 20 people play it in the whole world. But that the same 10, 20 people you can easily bond with and you get along with them really well. Like I love playing it. I ain't got much friends either, don't worry about it. Hey, that's what streaming's for. Make more friends and have a community we can just all talk and fuck around. I've got like two close people in my life, and that's it. Alright. She looked so pretty in her hair, rented hemp pattern yakuta. It's such a shame that it was raining tonight. I wonder if the renting place would charge more if we were to return clothing somewhat damp. I felt bad for insisting we dress the traditional way for the Tanabata festival. Tanabata, I believe, is a Japanese festival or Chinese festival. Some type of Asian festival. That mundane thought immediately went away when I saw her looking as if she came straight out of Makoto Shinkake movies. It was all worth it if they charged extra. I'd shove my life savings at the lady who owns the renting place. She looked like dreams and it was worth it. Her with a yakuza and umbrella, my heart and all. Too bad the Altair and Vega couldn't meet tonight with all this rain. Ah, you remember the story, good. Meanie, I do listen to your astrology stories, God damn it. What's your sign? Pisces. That's exactly what a hermit would say. A hermit, that's not even a sign. I know. Ah, you remember the story, good. Meaning, I do listen to your astrology stories. It's fine. I take it you're not from America. 99% of people who watch my content are not from America. Mostly, I have two people in France, and the rest of them are in Australia. Oh, and one is in Iraq. I actually have one person who comes to Iraq. Those are the people who frequently come by. Astronomy, but thank you for being there for my stories, milady. Under our transparent convenience store umbrella, we share whatever loves share under the rain of our world. Are you? So which country are you from? I think it's cool to have other people come from across the world, though. The shrine we went to was unexpectedly full. Hungary. I think that's what you were supposed to say, or Uruguay. Because I've heard of Hungary. I know where Hungary is, but I've never heard of Uruguay. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Despite being a bit tainted by the rain and puddles that created, we had a line in a small queue for our wishes. But the stretch of time we easily filled with talk as lovers like to have. I'm probably entirely wrong, wasn't I? She hid her paper. Uruguay is a Latino America. Oh, yeah. See, my knowledge isn't too good of Latino America. Like I don't know much. The most I know is Asian continents. I know a lot about Ireland and some good places in Europe. All of America, because of course I live here. But other than that, the rest of the world is a bit of a bit of like a blank for me. Like I really don't know much of Italia. I know Australia, of course, that's the European continent. That's about it. I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable person, but hey, that's pretty damn cool to have someone from Latin America. I am a diversity channel now. I'm happy about that. She hid her paper when I tried to peek at her wishes. Cute as if she wasn't not going to ask me to hang it on the high spot of the bamboo trees. Hey, next year, can we come here again? We were on a walk back to our hotel when she began. Her voice was a bit too soft, sunk under the noise and rain that made. I'd be thrilled, but don't you want to use your long vacations to go somewhere else you haven't been? Nah, I like it here. The moon looks so pretty. Really? It's raining though. I can't even see the moon. Silly boy. Her grin prettier than all the full moons I've ever seen in my life. We took our time to walk home slowly through the night street, just the two of us. But you know, I'm happy that you think we can still travel the world, that we're still us. I knew I shouldn't say something like that, but it felt like my insecurities got the better of me. Pretty boy, talking about rain on the parade, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help it. What if we... It's alright, I mean, most people in Latin America don't know what Earl Grey is, so don't mind it. Dude, I'm butchering that. uh, English might be my first language, but I suck at English. Sorry, I couldn't help it. What if the rain... What if it rains again next year? What if we're not all sunshine and rainbows like it used to be? Well, you know how in your Tanabata story, if it's raining, all Terra and Vega can't meet each other on the Magpie Bridge, then the bridge would be like empty, right? She stepped in front of me, still so close under her umbrella. Then whatever happens, if it rains next year, the 7th of July, I'll be waiting for you on the Magpie Bridge with this umbrella silly. Story turned real, I take it? Oh, or not. First customer of the day, who's it gonna be? Ah, good evening, my werewolf friend. English is weird. Like, as someone who was brought up speaking English, to me it's like second nature. But people who fucking need to learn to like speak English, it's so fucking weird for no reason. We got similes and metaphors, and one thing means something else, but it means something. He's a werewolf. His name is Gala. He's also works in the hospital with children. He's a good man. He's the average Dean Brett here. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Get a lot of cuts on you, my friend. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. What about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Is the vampire gonna come? The vampire model? That reminds me. Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Thanks for giving him the key card, by the way. Good call. Saved the $100. Buckaroo final voided thanks to you. Not a prob. Wait, what? A replacement key would have cost me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Oof, pricey. Glad Mr. Hyde was around to help then. Heh, yeah. I didn't think he'd be in Seattle to be honest. Oh, but didn't you call him for a spare key? I did. Damn, if I were a pixel woman, I would ask him out. Oh, if it was any pixel person, I'd ask him out. Wait, are you a woman? Because that would make you my first ever girl who watched my streams, which would be awesome. That means I really am diversifying and actually getting people of all walks of the park and different places and different ethnicities and gender. That would be awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy for more people. I figured that because I make a lot of stupid jokes like, ah, please, ain't no one gonna join other than like like kids and stuff who have that weird type of humor as same humor as a 21-year-old man. But that's awesome. Congratulations, you meet the marker of the first woman to ever join one of my streams. So you can at least, if I ever get popular one day, you can always claim that. let's just say I had a hunch. There's a pattern to his visits, even if he isn't aware of it. He'll fly here whenever he gets tired of something. Could be about work, life, or simply because he's bored, like with LA recently, or so he says. I see. I never knew he liked Seattle that much. You do have the same honor. Same humor. Yeah, that's awesome. Cause I'll sit there and be like, it'll be like a serious conversation. It's like, I'm dying, and I have to fucking fart or something stupid. I'll say, I don't know. I Everything I say is in the moment. So when I'm asked to do something, oh, I will. I remember half the people who joined already from the very beginning, like Zoro. Zoro used to be a regular who'd come to my streams every day, but he works or he has a lot to do with school, so he can't be in a lot and he works a lot, unfortunately, which is sad to not be able to see him talk to him as much, but he is doing well, so I am happy for him. I'll always remember you. I'll remember everyone who comes to my stream. I like the idea of having a much smaller community than like 1,000 people. I could remember at least 1,200, 2,000 names at least. Past that, I'm gonna start forgetting everyone's names, or at least people who frequently come by. I'll remember because my memory's ass, but I can remember a good enough bit of people who come in. I'd like to just have 1,000, 2,000 people who come in, who sit and talk, and we have like this whole community. That's fine by me. I don't care if I ever get to like I could care less if I'm sitting there with like 2.5 million followers. Sure, it would be cool, but it's not something I want to strive for too much. Besides, even with like 1 to 2,000 people, that's still a lot of money to be able to support myself and do this every day. And even that point, I could invest in new equipment like new mic. My mic sucks. More streaming servers, better stuff to edit videos down for when I upload them to YouTube. Because right now I just do VODs. I'd like to be able to start editing and making like cool like things happen in certain parts of games. Face cam eventually, that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I gotta do what I gotta make do with. Maybe you, me. I mean, the two of you are very close, and good bonds are hard to come by these days. I see. You remember, you were here the last time, but the last story I've heard of these two, so Mr. Hyde was currently engaging in some risky activity in a car, and so he used to be his bodyguard, and that's how they know each other. And so Mr. Hyde decided to sneak out one night, with a sexual partner that he was seeing, and and Mr. Ergala here freaked out. It's mostly toxic, and I mean, yes, you make more money by that, but they might be, yeah. See, I don't care about that. Like having a small community that I can easily manage by myself and have things in my control to filter out the bad people because there's people from all walks of life, but you don't need to bring your hatred or anger in here. Like, leave that at the door, come in, enjoy yourself, have a good time, leave when you feel like. But, I mean, I like a small community, people that I can actually interact with. Because all these big streamers, they're like, oh, we got like 500,000 people come to my stream. Really? Do you interact with any of them? One, two. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I want to try to interact with everyone, but no. So basically, Gala here freaked out, went to go find him. He just randomly showed up because they were at like some random in the woods in a car, and Mr. Hyde had a ball gag in his mouth, and fucking Gala just fucking knocks on the window, opens the door, fucking pulls him out, and then starts beating the fuck out of the other guy because he thought he was getting kidnapped. And he fucking pulls out his ball gag. He's like, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine. I was just engaging in some risky activity. This I was like, yeah, I'm certain to say he's never coming back. I'm sure my that partner will never date me again after that experience. But hey, shows that Gala really cares about me. Well, he's not someone who's big on attachments. I hope Hyde shows up tonight, or so he claims. Is that right, haha? Actually, I think he's on my phone here. Hyde, yeah. Model CP, Porter Lost Ages agency old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. We got Hyde. We got Rachel. We got Georgie so far. We got Lua, Bailey, Aqua, Lucas. I like her. Rihanna the Banshee. We got Myrtle. And then we have Amanda here, which is one of the aliens. Silver I really like. Silver's pretty cool. And then, of course, Gala here. And then we have a bunch of other people that haven't shown up yet, like Freya. Actually, I think Freya's the one who hasn't been a repeat character. The Banshee's new. Oh, and Rachel's dad. She's a or she's a pop star. That is hot. I mean, listen, I might be straight, but I'd smash. Who knows, maybe that's changing. Because the answer is more or less your coffee shop here. Really? There aren't a lot of places with a good crowd and a warm atmosphere, with an excellent host to boot. And as you just said, good bonds are hard to come by. What's not to like? It would be truly an honor if he felt that way. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. If I were a boy, I would totally smash too. Listen, if someone's hot, regardless of what you are, you just gotta be like, you damn. Like Ryan Reynolds. Damn. Ryan Reynolds, if we ever do a thing in the future, like if I ever get popping up like Jacksepticeye and we ever like talk, you're fucking hot. Alright? Just putting that out there. Any straight man would go gay for Ryan Reynolds. You're the package. He's got the humor, he's got the body, he's fucking Deadpool. I mean, what more do you need in life? Well, it's part of what I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. What can I get you, sir? So Hendry told me about the Indonesian ginger. Hendry! That's Rachel's dad. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. Oh, you want a Stim J? I think it's called the STMJ. I'll have a cup. So that is, I believe, some milk, some ginger, and some honey. And that's Georgie's thing, okay. I don't have anything else to give anyone right now. The STMNJ. So if you serve people the right drinks and do stuff in the right order with like coffee and the items you give out in this one, especially in the first game, you'd unlock the good ending and the true ending. So that's what I'm hoping I'm on the path for that. Thanks a lot. Because I remember most of the drinks and I do know a bit about coffee and teas in real life. So I'm hoping we're in track. Otherwise I'll do a quick playthrough just to see the true ending. So what's in it again, at least until episode 3 comes out. It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink name itself is the ingredients. Susu Tuller made Jaha milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it is somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier, and not as rich. But I can see why Hendry likes it. It is a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometimes. What do you think? That would be lovely. I haven't seen him forever. I hope he's doing well. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes, his car, not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? It gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if anything has to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah, and he kept bringing up the past too. you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realized that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's a strange longing for times gone by, considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast, which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs, and world throws at you decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Tell me about it, brother. Preach into the choir. G Fuel sponsor me. The shit's good. Thank you. A few bit of people have said that. On YouTube, it's an entirely different story. This is fucking comment section in that area is already brutal. It's like, damn, your voice annoying as fuck. I'm like, damn, I was just trying to do voices for friend Bo. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point, but we never do. Never completely, anyways. Honestly, Twitch is just so much of a better platform than YouTube, anyways, regardless of the new 50-50 money split. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keep us from losing blah, 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 blah. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. I should do voices for them, though I'm not sure if my throat can handle it today. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. I don't want to be done with this game. I got like 7 days left, I think. Ah, Riona, we meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How are your car, by the way? My car? If you were a boyfriend ASMR, I would consume your voice, cause damn. Dude, don't get me started on ASMR. I... Okay, I get why some people like it, but the whispering in the ear thing bothers the crap out of me. Like, it's like nails on a chalkboard, like, and then when people do like the eating stuff, it's like, especially when it's in one ear. I mean, I could try it one day. They get like a microphone for it for like $200, but God, I don't like listening to it. My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. Oh, are you talking about like the? I'm assuming you're talking about like, or just like pretends to be your boyfriend and says like, "How's your day?" and "I love you" and shit like that. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Russian tea. That is tea, lemon, cinnamon. They love their sweet. They love their bitter sweetness and spiciness. Up in Russian. Yeah, I've never thought of doing anything like that. I mean, shit, maybe I'll start Cynical Apple's ASMR channel. Come on in. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. That's a good one. That is, that really is a good one. I love my dad jokes. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two didn't meet, end up connecting after all. We did, yes. So her story is she's trying to become a soprano for like opera and stuff and TV shows and stuff, and she really wants to get her voice heard. But people criticize her because she's a banshee, and banshees are synopsis with curse. So, like, by theory, if you hear her voice, something bad's gonna happen to you. And people are like kind of like belittling her because of it. So she ended up taking a video down off the internet about like her audition or whatever. And she's been like really, really shy about it, but has really wanted to get out there and do it, which I think is really, really cool. Patrol that was really sure about contacting. And the guy she's contacting is a very, very popular social media influencer slash YouTuber. He runs his own like little YouTube show. who offered to give her a hand. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. Yeah, they would be. Honestly, what I was thinking as couples, as far as right now, there's Lou and Bailey who are currently getting married. Uh, Bailey's family disowned them, and when a family disowns you as an elf, they take away your immortality. And since Bailey is dating Lua, who is a succubus, his family's like, yeah, we don't want you dating that trash. And he said no, and they disowned him for it. I think Gala and Mr. Hyde, werewolf, vampire, forbidden love, and they have a lot of history together, would make sense. And you haven't seen them yet, but they are both game designers. But Aqua here and Myrtle here have something going on with them. And I'd like to know what it is about and see if they ever explore it because they seem they really like each other, but nothing's been official on them dating, at least not yet. But he replied straight away to my surprise. I had no idea he was such a night owl, or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Right. I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met, which was another surprise since I didn't think it was a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Basic characters are nice. Um, I don't know if I can share it. Let me see here. A guy in one of my old streams recommended that I get a game that was made from the developers of Coffee Talk. Let me find it real quick. See if I can't pop it up here. Uh, where is the creator of the game? Toge Productions. With Space for the Unbound. It is basically the plot of it's a magical adventure about two high school sweethearts at the end of their school days. In the end of the world, exploring a crumbling town and help friends face their inner demons. That could be the key to stopping reality itself disintegrating. And don't forget about the pet cats. It's a game that I was thinking about doing next after I was done with this one. Especially since it seems to have like a really, really good story, kind of like this game. So I figured, why not give it a shot? Let me go ahead and add it to my cart real quick so I can get it ready to go for tomorrow. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. Yeah, I really need to get better stuff for this, but I don't think it will let me change it. Have you played, no. I don't know whether or not I should be concerned by the name of that. Just from the name alone, it sounds like a game based around feet in a way. I see how peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and I've been texting ever since. And he said he wants to meet up and speak in person, which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, Maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Which means I'm definitely never gonna play it. Hmm. Yeah, so Hive's not coming tonight. Probably for the best given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. Hmm. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping they'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. And I have a generator. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with your children? Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Where are these kids? I'll beat their fucking ass. I'm a werewolf. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you, feeling better? Ah, yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. She's had two so far. Thank you. Ah, while we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bruno intersection. Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's been done with it. This is located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Perhaps that is what you were calling a flea market, huh? Hmm. Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about that. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. Listen, Gala, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice because I've played enough horror games of my day. Don't fuck with the tree or you're gonna be cursed and demons from hell are gonna drag you down and murder you. Alright? You got my advice? Great golden goose. Have a nice day, my friend. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. The trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Don't you play with that tree. Bad things will happen. You'll get cursed. Hold on, I'm just going to recap a little here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right, except the tree is no longer there. Oh, are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy. Georgie! I want to play more now. I got you. I got you. I got you. Play with the tree. Reverse psychology. Ha. Good evening, gentlemen. Hiya, everyone. Oh boy. Maybe I will get the curse of beauty. Curse of beauty? That ain't a curse, that's a gift. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Cynical, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, 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 what's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Miranda's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady. Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still sorry you had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh, is it within the area you expected, or pretty much the same location where I parked mine a week ago? I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment, and I'm currently not out there. That sucks. Was that my hearing you out of all people doubting my skills, Cynical? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Yeah, I'm a know-it-all, tough, gruff, gringle cop. Yeah. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Cynical, and don't forget my lighter. Strongest espresso, huh? That would just be coffee 3 times. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And, sir, your lighter. Proceed. Serve. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Cynical. You probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Dot dot dot. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty. Desserty, huh? Let me give you a Spanish Sahara, because it's my cheat day. Sure thing, any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was thick. I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title now. You know that sounds oddly familiar, for real. Then I have the blah, 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 blah. Then I have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. Chocolate milk and ginger. Milk, ginger, bro. The Spanish Sahara. God, that looks so fucking good. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you, sir. Oh, so that's what it's called. That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Did you just take a picture of your drink? Did you just take a picture of your drink like people take a picture of their food? Because, see, the tree cursed the cars with the curse of beauty. Oh, fuck, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. But yes, it did. I got too many tabs open. Bon appetit. Mm, mm, mm. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Cynical. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? People, yeah, it's a social media trend. When they get like a cool plate of food, they take a picture of it and post it online before they eating it. A lot of people actually go out to restaurants, take a picture of the food, and throw it away just to get the social media clout and not even eat it. Like, Bish, if I'm sitting here paying $50 for a premium steak, you best believe my fat ass is devouring it. Creepy patrolling experience, especially since meat costs in America are going through the roof. Everything's getting really pricey here. It's honestly crazy. I don't know if I should even talk about it, because maybe it's just a tad too spooky, even for me. Spoopy. Then I live in a rock. Dude, I live in a rock too. There's a lot of shit that just flies right over my head. And then they explain to me, I'm like, oh, oh, oh. You just fucking realize that my total boy is like, oh. Tell him, Pops. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? I mean, see, look, Gala's glancing your way. He's curious. He is glancing your way. He's curious. I can't really look at the Banshee, but from that one hair follicle, she's curious. Maybe some here will know something. You've got a point there, kid. You were talking about the area anyway, right? Yup. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The streets itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree. What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree? It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah, the commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. I like the idea of dead trees around. It gives the place more character. Now you got the lively trees, the dead trees around. More pizzazz, if you will. Why, what's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades old landmark aside, yeah, it was the same time when I thought Jenny's mod was I hate that I know what that is. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself that I know what that is. I should not know what that is. Is there much something I shouldn't know what it is? Could there be something more to the tree than just while being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Actually, you know what? I forgot to do it earlier. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna put the... Since I want more people in the Discord, and it's an easier way for you to know when I'm streaming, put this here. In case you ever want to join, they got like, few people in there, but we're a good little group of people. It's a coming along. Uh, pretty good place. It has been a while since I've done anything in that group. Where is the apple tree? I did take like a month break from streaming, so my streams everything's fairly dead. I just needed a while to reset myself, but I'm glad to be back at it. Alright. But hey, thank you for joining. Welcome back. Thank you for joining the Discord. The more people in it, the merrier. Because that's where I'm gonna. That's like if I'm never live or if I might swap stuff up, I'll let people know in there. So that way, if something happens, you're not confused. Plus, post memes, talk with everyone who's currently in there, and just have a good time. Yes, we are. More friends, the merrier. Are you expecting something from me, Cynical? Huh? Oh no, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on this street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, nothing happened the first 2 nights, but yesterday, it was staring at me with its beet red eyes, and all I heard in the distance was, Mothman. There's no need to feel down. I said, Mothman. Was a different story. Whoa, hold on. My tire went out. Fuck. I said, Mothman. There's no need to feel down. I said, Mothman. I love Mothman. What a strange setup, eh? Almost like it was meant to happen. Oh, phew, there you go. Luckily I got a generator, thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please, continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. Uh-oh. If you were an animal, what would you be? Mm, Red panda. They're fucking adorable. There were only 4 cars parked that night. Red panda or a trash panda. I love raccoons. They're cute for no reason. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on opposite corners side by side. My plan was to leave after I walk one last round to make sure everything was okay. And as a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay? Then at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well done. Right? Wrong. As I was immediately faced with the impossibility. Red pandas are actually going extinct, which is sad. I've seen the raccoons in person before, but I've never seen a red panda face to face. I hope red pandas are saved with what's going on in the world. 3 cars, 2 side by side, went across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. And in a span of less than 10 minutes. It really is screwed up. If I ever do become big, I'm opening up a red panda charity. I want to save the pandas. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Sure? That's a weird question, but sure. Right. But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when streetlights went out suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were oh my god. He's so scared his fucking hoodie flared up. They were going further and further away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh, are, are, are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool though. Heh. Oh, uh, Too many people to text. Well, women aren't weird. It's alright to be weird. Girls ask boys if they will love her if they were. Oh, okay. That's weird. No, not all women do that. Only some people do that. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there. You see. Well, whoever they are, they sure worked fast. I mean, I'm weird. I'm very fucking weird, and I'm proud of it. I mean, hey, weird is the new normal. Eh, weird's just interesting. Normal's boring. But whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, cynical, I think I want another drink. All that taking is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that, what would you like? Oh, didn't mean to click that. Wait, is this another night? No, it's not. Hey, my humor's weird. You don't see me complain though, but he's stressed. How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? I mean, hibiscus? Definitely. I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Hibiscus, ginger, honey. That's cinnamon. Hibiscus, ginger, honey. The Jaha Rosalia. I want to be friends with Georgie. Georgie's pretty cool. He's a good cop. Serve it. One piping hot Taha Jaha Rosalia for ya. Oh, what does it mean? Jah means ginger, Tia means tea, and Rosalia means roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see a legit herbal drink. Spicy but perfect for the weather. Good call, Cynical. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a sec, kid, what do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's something even crazier than that. It's a real serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish. Well, they said they had like remembrances at the tree. The tree got uprooted and taken away. The ghosts are pissed, is what's happening here. It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be any use at all, but officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by transients of the community. Transients being the government's term of unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorized beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. Someone said you should be more scared of living people than dead ones. Yeah, you should. Dead people don't fuck with you unless you fuck with them. Living people might just come up and stab you. And just be like, what? I was feeling mad. After the war, the government made first things official attempts to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace. But it was oversimplified and inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as like not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transients' survival throughout the changing times, in more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore. The start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection. That's why I don't trust Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, what? What would Hello Kitty ever do? I don't even remember anything about Hello Kitty. Just so people would notice and come take a look. Sounds too low-key now. Before it was illegal, silly. Oh, and that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night as format and changing. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping in the landscape. People started to spend more time becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at the best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding. I remember thinking that Hello Kitty means Hello Devil. I mean, cats are the devil, so in translation, Hello Kitty, cat devil, Hello Kitty's the devil. And on that note, I'm actually gonna go to use the restroom real quick, so you get to look at. Hang on, let me edit it. Uh, Let me edit it. Hang on. I can do this. Uh, you get to fuck. There you go. You get to look at the cat. Cats are dicks. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Enjoy the cat. I see the cat has did its job. I returned, at last. shop, Devil Kitty. You see those eyes? They're peering into your soul to make sure you never leave. It's a good cat. It did its job. Yeah, right. Get my warmth on. A drunk driver was speeding and went off the course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence of the crime was that tree standing there with no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. We're talking about the late 50s, early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. They were staring into my soul. Them? Or the cat? The result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass from physical world, some may leave specific landmarks behind. Not all can do that though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we should like disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyers took advantage of the loophole. And that's messed up. That's what they do. Just, like, you know, she's just looking at yourself. She's looking at Georgie. He's looking at Georgie. Georgie's just like, hey, what you doing there? Yeah, I see you. I see what you're doing behind that screen. You think I don't fucking know? And that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Well, I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on what the acts of the vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. That's what the cat was doing. The cat's making sure you don't leave. While I go off to do something, it's just like, I see you there. He'll be back in a second. If you go anywhere, I'm gonna be in your house tonight and fucking kill ya. Because I'm a cat, it's what I do. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep you posted. Bye, Georgie. I better go as well. An early shift tomorrow. I was about to cook that cat. The poor cat. It's only killed like 100 people. It's never done anything wrong. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought it was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately. That's why there that is why there used to be memorabilia around the tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Also, you still have the tree. You wasn't left alone with the cat. Well, to be fair, I raised the cat. It is my pet, so I'm always alone with it. Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Was there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Yeah, the devil is my pet. Because I am the super devil. I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, they haven't met yet. Lucas, eh? Sounds familiar for some reason. I mean, I'm kind of a big deal online, you know. I remember now. The toy from the other day had his name on it, right? Cynical? Right. A toy? You mean the business card I gave you? Yes, that. I see now. Oh, you gave it to him instead. I did. I'm sorry. She seems happy. Let me the one to apologize for that. Don't give it to me because I was having small trouble at work. Yes, was it helpful in any way? I mean, it's pretty good at easing of anxiety and such. I thought the children would like it, but apparently for them it's a little passe. Pussy? Pus- Passe. There we go. Children nowadays mature really fast. They sure know their trends early. That is true. It's just how things are for now and the future. Gotta keep up with the world, else you'll get left behind. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the idea of having toys around the office for the kids. I'll make sure to have more up-to-date stuff for them. Yeah, glad I could help. Well, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future additions, Miss Fiona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Cynical. Take care. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? I saw a 7-year-old kid with an iPhone 11, bro. Like, what? Dude, I wasn't allowed to have a phone until high school. You don't sell food here, you don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Cynical. Don't hate me, please. Well, don't you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk. With a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. Dude, the iPhone 11s are big. If the phone was bigger than this, oh, 11, yeah, I guess as a kid they'd have a small head. I'm also quite partial to the blue tea. I mean, I'm 21 now. I've had a phone for quite a while, but goddamn, I'm old. I'm also quite partial to the blue tea PET. Oh. Okay, I'll order some for you, may I? Sure. So, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty dick in a video, and I thought it looked pretty for a lady. Yeah, what is it? It's blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Blue pea mint and lemon tea. Pretty sure that these makes a Galaxy Mint. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you. I'm glad you do. While Cynical looks exactly the way they envisioned. Exactly like the way I envisioned it. You are a G, homie. It looks like when a unicorn throw. Yes, looks like unicorn barf. I'm happy you enjoyed it. But man, the whole case earlier though, it was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing. That really gave me chills. Why? Ugh. Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? I would too. 'Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way, the traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to entirely be certain about that myself. Oh, huh? Now that's what you call huge pressure. What of passing away and no one remembering? I mean, humanity has the synopsis of death with like some sort of heaven or hell or some sort of afterlife. But sometimes I wonder if that's really the case, and if it's just lights out, you're done. It's not pleasant to think about, but you never really know till it happens, do ya? And it really just could be. Game over. Before that, though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question? Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea of why you're choosing the hard way, but why Soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before, pardon? Because there was already a Banshee who did it before. I want to become someone important so I get remembered. I hope my videos get remembered. Eventually, my YouTube channel will become a graveyard, a memory of a person who's long forgotten, until the day YouTube goes away. So I know it's not possible. Whoa, for real? Her part was that of a sorbet Abara, and she was not very well known. What is the sorbet area? Well, I mean, she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera aries, she sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to their patrons, often desserts. Hence, sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something. Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the end. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool, brave of you to do so. I agree. I remember crying about the credits of Minecraft. Dude, the credits in Minecraft were something else. I don't even know how to describe it. Dude, it was like very... Dude, it was like very philosophical, like very meta. I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You just feel inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you. The music was good. Wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before. And that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful yet courageous. Courageous. Right, because the path I choose to walk on is still different. Aria math is something different. That it is? Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if no one is going to remember us? There isn't. Let's be real here. Your family might remember you, some of your friends, but once all said and gone, you'll be a forgotten memory with millions of other souls upon the history of the world. Like, what's the point of being born if no one is going to remember us, right, Cynical? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most, so care to enlighten me? Uh, I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like humongously large. Like I'm talking there was 5,000 of us. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Cause they're everywhere thanks to my dad. Yeah, my dad was a fucking G. Busted nuts left and right. I was the greatest nut my dad ever busted. Cause you're everywhere thanks to my dad. Uh-oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. But sometimes my dad would drop by to give us some money. Though it wasn't even enough to cover the utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros have already moved out by the time I hit high school. Hmm. I was so surprised my dad gave me the house after he died. Huh. which is why my mom and siblings live now. I was sorry to hear about your father. No, no, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it's weird to receive the news of his death from an eternity, knowing he passed away by himself, and how it took a week to find out. Oh, natural causes, by the way, so... I mean, how did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where were my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me. And I guess it just kinda haunted me. Haunted how? Well, they've grown up filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean, I mean it in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking a mental fist at him. Gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that. Yeah, you see? I'm an early 1800s villain. Yeah. But then I received the news that he left me the house. Like, I knew he had no money. The house was probably one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could think about was, what went through his mind exactly? Hey, it was nice meeting you too. I hope you have a good day. I was probably gonna call the stream after this anyways. It's already been 2 hours already, jeez. Enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. The fact that he had the will and all was probably already a surprise for you. Hey, I'll have a good rest of my day. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You have a good rest of your day slash night. Exactly. What am I supposed to think of that? What am I supposed to think of him? And does it even matter anymore? When he's already long gone? Hey, I try to stream every day, but I stream at least 3 times a week. 2 or 3 times, so hey, always catch me. Or you can message me in the Discord and I respond to everyone there. Anyway, Ursa, my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house to divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Bye, Annie. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills, and of course so I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know. Because it was my first time venturing into another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this is even gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, no, it's not that. I just really didn't like the production house, but I needed the money. So one day I saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all-round helpful turned me into the butt of a joke of all the time. Hmm. That didn't discourage me at all by that. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still, we ended up destroying my willpower. It was actually something really close, you know? Myself. What do you mean by that? Well, in a house where everyone wants to be the main character, everyone thinks they're the hero of their own story. Anyone knows what that's from? You get a cookie. Each of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah. Eventually I was assigned one too, which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially. With heavy emphasis on what. And a lot of nicknames too, like Baby Goat, what are you going up to now, Cedar Boy? Here comes the party goatee. Mr. XX. You're going fishing again tonight or what? Fishing. Ugh. We had to go out and try to hit on people. And you weren't allowed to come home unless you failed spectacular or scored. Oh, I always tried to be the punchline though, because there were always more views when something ended up badly. But it was still the worst because I really had to act all out, you know? Bothering people for pretended dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. Just all looked so fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it, honestly. Because in the end, all of it just reminded me of myself and my dad, you know? And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall far from the tree after all? Ugh. So yeah, the whole thing just really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked in the end. This disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just want to take up more of your time, so I can just ask you a direct question. Sure. Great, would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Uh, I realized I was being dumb the first day we met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you as just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was just jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but, you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yeah, I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. Really? I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all just to justify the game, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together your talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's gonna be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear, and not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first, because I don't have much money ready to use at the moment. So, wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does this show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally, it will be like we have an interview at first, and then I'll record you singing. I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time to start my main show to do. But I did start a vlogging journey on my own too. So I bet the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. Ah, I'm flattered. But no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me though. Thanks for giving that thought. So, looks like I have to go. Okay. Nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yeah, I get it. Cool. Hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Cynical. Sorry if I bothered you. It truly was my pleasure. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around. Safe trip. Alrighty, see you, Cynical. Come again soon. And then there was one. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years, and I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Cynical. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest person to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. I'll see you again soon and we'll be waiting always. Safe trip, Miss Fiona. Have a good night. Phew. I think I'm done for the night. Hope everything will work out for everyone. Midsummer Night Dream. Sweet and memorable like summertime blue. Wednesday, September 27, 2023. And that's gonna do it for today. As always, if you like this stream, make sure to follow to tune in live at twitch.tv/cynicalapples. That's CYNICALAPPLESS. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day.